The shit's about to hit the fan.
You're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast. It's time to take it to the max!
Dark week for the Hardy family and an even darker week for the McMahons. But at least we got blind Impact predictions. Hey yo, it's Thursday and you know what that means. It's Max Wrestling episode 379. This is your captain speaking along with El Jefe Moses Marquez. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
So right off the bat, because it's fresh news, I don't think we can put this one off. We'll get to Slammiversary, but news broke last night of a $3 million settlement tied to Vince McMahon and Johnny Ace. So allegedly the agreement is from January of this year and is an NDA between McMahon and a former female employee he was having an affair with that was hired in 2019.
Hired? I'm trying to think. I really am. And I've come up with like nothing. But like the people that have randomly come out of the woodworks though and like put shit on Twitter have been like Nia, and I was like, was he hooking up with Nia? You know what I mean?
Nia won't waste no time putting WWE on blast.
Oh no. No. So I'm like, okay, it can't be Nia Jax. There's no way. But she's gotta know. You know what I mean? She probably knows or something. But I don't know. Maybe it was like you know who I'm really thinking now that you put that whole thing that they were signed in 19 and then let go?
Yeah.
Deonna Purrazzo.
That would really suck if it
Wouldn't
was
it?
Deonna. Like,
I'm really just trying to think of people in that timeline, and she was in that stint.
who else did I say was in there? Santana Garrett was there around that time.
Yeah.
B-Fab was there, but Travis shut that one down.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's no use really of throwing names out there. I mean, it could be anybody, but
it's still horrible regardless.
Yeah, the main point is Vince is a dirty old man.
Like literally a dirty old man. He's willing to pay you to keep your mouth shut if you're willing to do the nasty with him.
The worst thing about this story is I read it and I was like, oh, like not surprised at all.
Okay, I have to do this because my fucking brain just fucking sucks. Do you think he was like sending like DPs? You know, or like workout videos, like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? He's just like, oh yeah, you see me in the gym, you like what you see, and they're like, sure.
But a lot of stuff has come out now, and it's probably just coincidence or conspiracies or whatever. But like Stephanie has kind of stepped away a little bit. Shane left. Triple H
a little bit, bub. She ran.
Yeah,
she knew something was gonna hit, and she's like, bye.
Triple H severely had his duties shrinked.
He's thanking God for that one, bud.
What else is that? I mean, obviously the budget cuts. Now we know what the budget was for.
Yeah.
Gotta pay $3 million to this chick, pal.
That meant you had to cut that many people just so you can send multiple checks. Or what was it? No, it was a $3 million thing with $1 million up front, and like the $3 million was to be paid over 3 years. And I'm just listening to Uncle Dave this morning, so it's fresh. And I'm like, are you goddamn kidding me? Like, you're willing to pay the hush money to get your groove on, but to entertain the people, fuck, cut them. I'm not paying nobody, Jack.
I'm not paying for Cody's pyro.
Bullshit, yeah. Well, no, he's not. So we don't do that pyro shit around here, kid. And we see why now. Literally, anytime they cut anything for anything now.
Now we know why what Vince is paying.
He's got
you ain't claiming that on expenses, Vince.
Don't you? He's sitting there with the tax man, but she was worth it. You can't claim a person and the reasons why you gave them money. Come on, it should be tax writable. No, not how it works.
Do you have a receipt? Well, no. Well, there you go then.
Well, no receipt.
I haven't
no refund.
really I haven't really read how John Laurinaitis is involved, other than he obviously probably knew about it.
That's my guess. I'm hoping, I really hoping, goddamn white, it's fucking, that yeah, it's just like he was just like hushed up. But my wife brought this to me, but now that you've kind of like you've kicked it, but then again, they did come back multiple times. Maybe it was one of the Bellas. I know that's a little far fetched, but
On the bright side, I guess, it does say it was consensual, so she knew what she was doing too, whoever it was. But that's not really the point.
yeah, well, after some digging, we you know we've come to the well. This is all coming from F4W Online of Uncle Dave. So everybody, let's start. Take your shots, your grains of salt, your whole 9 yards. And the whole thing started with a paralegal who was hired back on March the 30th. She had a $100,000 contract. Immediately bumped to $200,000. Right after McMahon began a sexual relationship with her. He eventually gave her up like a toy, the document states, to John Laurinaitis, which is just fucking disgusting in its own right. The settlement took place in January of 2019, which then this lady was moved from not only the legal team, but to be John Laurinaitis' assistant. Again.
I have a little bit of a spoiler from Rampage tomorrow night.
Oh.
So we're talking about Vince. I say Rampage. I'm pretty sure people can guess what I'm talking about. Somebody referenced the whole scandal on Rampage.
Shocker. I have one guess. Is it Max Caster?
Yep.
More people here with me than January 6th. But somebody didn't sign an NDA.
Stupid. Max Caster he pulls no punches, this guy.
I mean, I don't think he's as shocking as he once was. He got in trouble a couple of times, and he's kind of toned it down a little bit now. I mean, it's still kind of shit. Did he really say that? But not as much.
Yeah, no, not as bad. But that was a good example, though.
Yeah. All right, then let's move on. I'm sure the Vince topic will be something for the TikTokers a little bit later on. Coming up on this episode, Jeff Hardy says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Week 1 of the Ring of Games Cup, Slammiversary predictions, and much more. But first, people say stupid shit online, and this is why this is Shit Marks Say.
OMG, Kevin Nash.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Tell me you did not just say that.
WTF, thought he was dead, LOL.
Names have been changed to protect their stupidity. So, let's kick it off with TikTok on the Max Wrestling account. We got any nerds this week?
No nerds this week. Everything was actually relatively quiet. People were like, "Oh, hey, think about this." People were on their best behavior on wrestling TikTok, which is something that normally doesn't happen.
No.
But I mean, fucking shit. I'm after today. God only knows how bad it's gonna be. You know what? No, that's not true. We've seen it in on Facebook already, probably like in 4 or 5 different groups. The post of Jeff Hardy and Jimmy Uso in that, what is it, like the DUI match or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it was
DUI championship driver's license on a pole match.
There you go. Well, apparently it was going around on TikTok, and it was getting immediate heat from Jeff Hardy lovers, which I'm like, I understand, but also understand from the outside perspective. This guy has had multiple run-ins with the police. He's tested over double the limit multiple times. This is his 3rd DUI in,
I think 10.
I forget how many years.
I think it's 10.
I think 10 years or whatever. The last time he had one this bad, he fucking damn near wrecked his own car, slamming into a guardrail, or fucking whatever the thing is. It's like Tammy Lynn Stitch. It's like, how in the fuck, like, who is allowing you to keep this license to allow you to drive around and do these things to yourself? Like, I don't understand. Like, at some point, yes, we can blame the system for not doing their job, but when are you going to start holding the dude accountable? That's my gimmick.
Yeah.
And right now, so that thing went around, and there's a lot of people who were getting hate, and I'm like, first off, like, it's a joke. Okay, chill the fuck out. It's a fucking joke. But in all reality, like, this guy needs like a rude awakening. Like, and apparently I don't know how much this is true, but rumors have it if this thing didn't happen, they were winning last night.
Wow.
Which, first off, is disgusting. But that's the idea. Imagine the push they would have gotten if he could have just kept his nose clean, or his intoxication level to a limit. That, or simply fucking call an Uber, bud. Call an Uber. Like, come on, man.
All right, then. So on Twitter, here's first up we have fucking delusional.
Fucking delusional. Love it already.
This is the person, I don't even need to hide it because everybody's seen it pretty much. It's the person who claimed Rhea Ripley copied her style, like ripped off her look. She tweeted, well, she didn't tweet Rhea, she hashtagged Rhea Ripley. She didn't actually mention Rhea Ripley or WWE. She hashtagged them both, which, if you had a real complaint, why wouldn't you tag them? But I digress.
True.
She says, oh, wait a minute, I need to get my new app, because we're doing a funny face filter now for shit Mark say.
This is awesome.
Y'all must have seen me on TV and decided to rip my look. I've had this tattoo for 3 years, y'all. Gave her the same look as me, but don't give her walk out to my music.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, so apparently she owns a scales design.
Okay.
All right. Rhea did retweet this person and responded, number 1, this really isn't worth my time, but I'm bored. Number 2, I've drawn logos / random things under my eye for a long time. True. Number 3, it's my group logo, plus I'm a Libra. It's scales. You don't own them. True.
Mm-hmm.
4, I don't even know who the fuck you are, so get over yourself and keep my name out your mouth.
That was glorious.
Who are
Talk
you?
about a comeback.
If that wasn't bad enough, we got another one from fucking delusional.
Another fucking delusion. Nice.
Lol, don't even get me started on this. This is why I'm mad in the first place, but I need lawyers for this one. So not only is she under the impression that Rhea Ripley or WWE knows who she is, she also seems to think that the Cyberpunk team have heard of her.
Nah. Fuck you hard, bud. Nobody does.
No, I guarantee nobody copied your style. That hairstyle's very popular right now. People draw shit under their eyes or tattoos under their eyes. It's literally, it's nothing new.
There's people in high school going to their last day of high school that go to school on a daily like that there, bud.
Yeah.
Chill out.
If anything, I would say this crazy lady looks a lot like another crazy lady more than Rhea Ripley, and that other crazy lady would be Rebby Hardy.
Okay.
Just with a little bit more ink and shorter hair. But definitely does not look like Rhea Ripley.
Jeez.
Like, the only comparison I can make is the scales under the eye, which is a very common design, as Rhea said. And she has shaved bits in her hair. That's it.
That's it.
Like, stop.
No,
But I mean, it made her famous for 15 minutes, I guess.
Hey, Twitter fame must be expensive these days. You know what I mean?
Right. All right. Next up, I don't even need to come up with a fake name for this one because their name says it all. It's WWE Mark.
Cool.
At least you're being honest about it.
Right. Up front,
WWE
baby.
Mark says, top 5 facts the IWC needs to accept. Number 1, Roman Reigns is cleared of Kenny Omega in terms of greatness. Number 2, Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in the world. Number 3, Edge over CM Punk since their returns. Number 4, Cody Rhodes is a top 5 wrestler in the world. And number 5, Raw is the best wrestling show.
Okay, that's fucking bullshit.
Okay.
Look, I'll give
Absolutely
you.
not.
I
Arguable,
can totally. You know
maybe.
what? If you want to be that guy, I'll make the argument for Seth.
Yeah. That's arguable.
But that's the only
number
one that's arguable.
Yeah. Roman cleared Kenny? No way.
No.
Edge over CM Punk's return? You can maybe make a case for that too. I mean, Edge hasn't won a title, but Punk obviously got injured right after winning his.
True.
Cody, top 5 wrestler in the world. He has been for years.
I was about to say, like, he's been a top talent for a long time, but again, all of a sudden, y'all see it.
Yeah, now he's back in the E. But then you lost all. We could have made arguments for a couple of these points, but then you lost all credibility with the final point when you say Raw is the best wrestling show. Number one, it's not even a wrestling show.
No, I was about to say, not even a wrestling show. And 2, they constantly are revamping. Hey, look how low our number can go.
Yeah, how low can you go? It's limbo.
It's limbo, baby. And they've been on the same channel at the same time for fucking son of a bitch.
I think they went back to USA in 2005 because they had that homecoming episode.
17 years.
Yeah. Almost 2 decades on the same channel, and the ratings are
just fucking shit the bed.
But again, it's not even a wrestling show. The main event segment this week was a fucking pose down. Because your world champion ain't there.
Because you don't have, because your world champion there.
Ah, man. Edge over Punk. So, like, Punk's kind of just been having fun in AEW and having matches with people he wants to wrestle, whereas Edge has been really getting into storylines with like Seth Rollins and Randy Orton.
They've been using the name to help.
Yeah. So you can probably say Edge has had more headlining matches since his return, but I don't know. You could make a couple of points for Punk too.
For sure.
I mean, certainly that return reaction was just that one eclipsed Edge.
I was gonna say, yeah, that for sure. Definitely eclipsed Edged. Let's see the nostalgia Punk, the one we got with MJF, that was a bigger thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, Edge returning is a great taste of nostalgia, but he literally blended in with the fabric and did not too much different. As CM Punk stood out by just remaining CM Punk, but reminding people that, hey, I can wrestle. Except then he started to not wrestle very well. But then that's his own fucking fault by doing anything a springboard.
He did have a bit of ring rust when he first came back. I think that did wear off over time.
Oh yeah.
He's had a lot many better matches in recent months. And save for a couple of botches, the match with Hangman was really good.
Still say him and MJF was probably the best one. That dog collar match was awesome.
Oh, everybody was talking about MJF and Punk's feud.
It was so big. We got like, what was it, like 9,000 views for a small clip of that one on TikTok. So yeah, huge stuff.
So oh man, let's go back to the top point. Roman Reigns cleared of Kenny Omega in terms of greatness. How?
Yeah, please tell me how.
Because Vince keeps pushing him and putting the title on him when nobody wants it, and then he turns heel and then he disappears. Has
Roman gone to another show that's not related to the E and skyrocketed their ratings? No.
Nope.
So at least until he does that, like, just enough with the argument. Maybe if all of a sudden Roman could go to Japan and this and that. Does it have to be in Japan? No, but it's very helpful. Frozen. Let it go. Let it go. What the fuck's my internet, bro? Yeah, that actually went well. I should have wrote that down.
Oh, come on.
Welcome back.
But I'm gonna launch it. This is why they're marks, and that's the shit they say. So yeah, literally have to see that final line. All right, let's go to the desk to continue discussing this past week in wrestling. Of course, we speaking on Friday, so whatever news broke from Friday is what we discussed. So, shortly after the original ladder match for last night was announced, as we have touched on, Jeff Hardy was arrested on a DUI, his third in 10 years, we believe. There's conflicting reports that he was 3 or 4 times over the limit. Doesn't matter which, it's shit either way.
Facts.
As a self-confessed Hardy mark, it hurts. It fucking kills to see Jeff like this. But in all fairness, we've given Sonny and Uso so much shit on this show, so it's only fair that we say, Jeff, you fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we want to be the fans and be the guy that he has a problem and he needs some help, homie, you've been doing this for a minute. Like, it's not like, this was a really bad incident and this was no. This has been a fucking thing. The guy showed up to fucking wrestle Sting, of all motherfuckers, ridiculously fucked up. Like, just fucking hammered down he was. And it's an embarrassment on the business. It's still a fucking negative mark on Impact, even though it's not in TNA anymore.
Also, I still gotta maintain, what the fuck were they doing sending him out there?
Hey,
Bischoff, come on, man.
The name, baby. The name will get you attention, they say.
If it was once, you could kind of say, well, a
little slappy on the wrist.
It's a mistake, but it's definitely a habit.
Yeah, dude. I've seen more fucking mug shots of Jeff Hardy than I have of any other wrestler from the 80s.
Except me.
And that used to be the time where you were literally driving yourself everywhere, getting hammered everywhere, because that was the life.
5 beers, I can still drive. Tony released a statement that he's suspended without pay. He won't be obviously allowed back on Dynamite until he completes rehab.
Yep, which is great. It's a good thing. Does it suck that he's not getting paid? Yeah, but you know what? Who risked it? You did, bub. Get over it. You know, he's sending you to rehab and he's paying for that. So, complete the 16-week program or however long and, come back to work if you want. If not, you're welcome. See you later.
So the E-Drones have obviously brought up the fact that he walked out on WWE and, there was a whole thing about that they wanted to send him to rehab and he said no. But back then he did test clean.
Yeah. He tested clean and he wasn't having, I wouldn't say he wasn't having issues, but he wasn't garnering attention. He wasn't blowing 3 times the legal limit.
No.
So.
And I think they wanted him, excuse me, they wanted him to take a drugs test, but I think he is actually clean of drugs. He just has an alcohol problem right now.
Yeah, that's the obvious one. I mean, and at the same time, it's way easier to be able to just go party with a bunch of the dudes, get mad hammered, and just take off because, well, that's the wrestling business.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I mean, yes, I am very sympathetic for him. I hope I am praying from a guy who has seen friends go to rehab, from a guy who's dropped friends off at the door and then picked them up. Jeff, please, brother, if it's a 16-week, if it's a 24-week, however long you truly need, not how quick can I get back, how long do you truly need in there before you can come back. I don't want to, because I mean, look at Mox. Mox, he said, I gotta put a stop to this, dude, because he knew he was going to a bad place. So he had to put a stop to it. He enrolled himself in rehab, and I think he only did a 12-week stint. But that's also understandable. How many DUIs has fucking Mox had? None, to my knowledge. So it's like, dude, you don't need a 12-week for you would be fantastic, but it's obvious you need some real time.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually surprised. Like, there's plenty of people around him in AEW that could easily, just like show him how it's done. Like Punk, Brian, Mox. That's 3 people right there that are clean.
Well, that's the thing. That's the biggest one for me. And I go back to Mox. You're talking about a dude who literally would say, he fucking would get up and his idea was, have sex in the morning or whatever, and he would have some whiskey at night. And that was his gimmick. So you're coming from a dude who was used to drinking a lot, or at least on a very regular basis, and going saying, I got to stop. So he's prime example. I mean, as far as I know, Jericho's probably in the back with fucking TK clawing it up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like the best dude there is him. I don't want to go straight for Punk just because, the straight edge nonsense. It's just he's never been down that road. You want somebody that's been down there. So, but it's see how it goes. Like I said, I hope he does the full stint and gets real help.
I mean, he's completed rehab before, but that's the problem. He completes rehab, comes back, relapses.
But they've all been short stints. They've all been like a 8-week, 12-week. Homie, you need to be in there for half a year. Stop playing with yourself. Like, get in there and spend 6 months in there.
I also, this is one of the first times that I've ever kind of taken Rebby Hardy's side. Actually, it is the first time ever. Because, somebody accused her and Matt of being enablers.
Oh, yeah, that man. And again, I'm with you. I'm not the biggest Rebby Hardy fan. But when I seen that on TikTok, I'm like, come on now, dude. He is a grown-ass man. And she said it just like that. He is a grown-ass man. They are not his babysitters. No, but were you there when she would I love her fucking reaction to, were you there when I was telling supporters or whatever to not give him drinks? Were you there when I was telling promoters to not give him drinks? No, you weren't there. She's like, literally the only thing we could have did to keep him from getting drunk that night was sleep in the middle and have him sleep in our bed. And I'm like, that's a fucking awkward interaction.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the truth. So you cannot be getting mad at Matt. We can't be getting mad at Rebbe because it's not their problem. It's Jeff's problem. And the sooner Jeff gets his problem figured out, the better.
And we didn't know it was that bad that they literally have to hold him back.
It is, yeah, it's quite literally that bad where they have to follow him around and fucking no. It's, again, this is a grown man making his own decisions. So we can't be taking our anger out on anybody else for this grown man making these decisions. So I say again, if it's a 24-week, 32-week, 6 fucking months, whatever, stay in there. Do it for real. Not, all right, to meet my obligations, I'm going to go. No. Fucking stay in there.
Yeah. And
seriously.
He's got a couple of distractions too, like music and painting are obviously 2 other passions of his that he's very talented at.
True. I mean, he is an artist through and through. And he needs to display it, but in order to display it, you got to help yourself first, bud.
Yeah. Also, he makes like these crazy crop circles, which just boggles my mind.
It's been, again, he's a fucking artist. He does some cool shit.
And then he does stupid shit. But please just get some fucking help, Jeff.
Por favor, man.
All right, so on to slightly happier things. Matt Riddle is about to challenge Roman for the undisputed title on SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because Roman doesn't work weekends anymore, apparently. Now,
Fuck
in
no.
any normal conversation, we would just automatically assume Roman's retaining. There ain't no way he's dropping the title to Riddle because of WWE. But
Mm-hmm.
now there's a stipulation that if Riddle loses, he will never receive another shot at the title. Now, granted, there's a couple of ways they can get around that, like interference.
Well, he'll never get a shot at the title as long as Roman is champ.
Oh, that old chestnut. So it's not like you're never challenging any WWE champion ever again.
Yeah.
Well, in
So
that case, yeah, Roman retains.
Roman return. It's fucking stupid. Like when I heard it, I'm like, why? Just like leave the anticipation of, what, have a fucking DQ finish. Just, oh, there was no ending. If it's that big of a deal, if you have to keep your story and this and that. Personally, I'm always of the notion of if your fucking champ is not going to be on TV for that 30-day period, get the belt off of them.
Yeah.
Champions on television mean something. It's not a fugazi, okay? It's not a fucking bullshit fake thing. They mean something. These champions mean something. Did we or did we not get upset when there was no fucking IC champ or US champion match on fucking Mania? On the biggest show of the year. And we're the fucking outside hardcore fans. So again, if we're getting upset about mid-card titles on the biggest show of the year, how do you think we feel about a champion not being on television? Your prominent world championship displayed on your weekly television shows?
Who is literally been carrying the show?
Mm-hmm. So if he's got to be off because you want to save him, fine. Drop the belt. It's not is it going to kill you? No.
But I don't even understand why they need to keep him off because it's not like he wrestles every week. He wrestles.
I want to say he's probably starting to do some acting. That's going to be my guess. It's always with the acting. Every time somebody wants to be fucking blah, 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 blah on the goddamn take some time here to time there, unless you're Brock motherfucking Lesnar and your anxiety level is up to schmear, it's probably movies. But that's just my guesstimation. Let it go. Let it go. There it goes.
Okay.
Every time I sing that, it comes back.
Maybe we should just keep playing that in the background. So, on to Dynamite then. Well, Road Rager.
Oh, Rager.
I don't know why, but I thought Jericho was going to lose the hair versus hair match. I thought he could, he's had short hair before. He could pull it off as a rock star still. But, yeah, Ortiz is now bald.
Yeah, I know.
And we had plenty of interference. So,
Oh, yeah.
But then right at the end, I was so confused. Like, Fuego del Sol. Like, what? Okay, that's completely out of left field.
Yep,
Obviously,
you got
it
us
wasn't
all.
Fuego. It was Sammy.
But that's the thing that kills me is I should have fucking known. They're best friends outside, you know what I mean, outside of TV. So I'm and then the thing that killed me is we're all watching, TSK is watching, and then I hear, goddamn, fucking Fuego got big. And I was like, oh, that's goddamn Sammy. And they're like, no, it's not. And I was like, look at his fucking eyes. And sure shit, the second it was his fucking smile, and that was Nicola, goddamn smile. And I was like, yep, there he is. That's Sammy, all right. So they had to make him a heel again, and what better way to do it than to literally just keep him by the side of Jericho, and then you throw Ty Conti right next to him, and there you go. The newlyweds that are making out on TV again.
The only thing missing was Jim Ross.
Yeah. Jim Ross, classy man. I did, however, love that near fall, Eddie Kingston with his back fist. I was like, oh, nope, it's fucking over. I thought it was over. We all thought it was over. The crowd thought it was over. And no, it was not over. Oh. Robot Man? Is that you? Doing what the robot can. There
It's
you
your
go.
fun time editing this fucking episode.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have all kinds of fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of false finishes. It was a great way to kick off the show. Fun match, unpredictable. They got us a few times with those false finishes. But, and then, of course, we just get everybody fired up for blood and guts.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, blood and guts. Can't be ready.
Also, they remembered that Wheeler Yuta is in the BCC.
Yeah. Don't forget about Yuta.
So on to this was a match that I know Harold in particular was not looking forward to. Wardlow versus Security.
It turned out to be actually, you know what? As much as we weren't looking forward to it, we got hyped for it for two reasons. One, we knew it was going to go down like a goddamn kung fu movie, and it did. And two, one of the more featured guys out of the 20 goon squad is a dude I hope to get an interview with very soon. He goes by the neatest champion of all the indies, Derek Teeter. So he was prominently shown along with the promotion that he works for. Those were pretty much all the goons there. If you noticed, he was like the big blonde-haired dude that they got the only face shot of before they got in the ring. And he got some decent stuff in, did get eliminated, but he was there. And it was what it is, you know what I mean? He Wardlow power bombs a bunch of dudes to the point where he gets fucking blown up, and he pins them by stacking them on top of each other, and literally the fucking internet goes sour on the idea of Wardlow and, oh, these pins are illegal and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, didn't Shawn Michaels pin a fucking all the fucking Spirit Squad that way? I'm like, so fucking calm down.
Yeah.
It's nothing new, you know what I mean? And they're like, this is illegal and this is bullshit. And I literally seen a goddamn fight on fucking Facebook over this thing. The guy's like, oh, this is bullshit. This will never happen in the E. And a guy literally posts the picture of Shawn Michaels pinning all of the Spirit Squad. And he's like, well, it's still illegal. And he's like, oh yeah, way to fucking move the goalpost, bud. It's still illegal. It doesn't count. And I'm like, dude, you're literally calling the like you walked into the store and said that pot's black. And the guy's like, oh, it's a kettle. Oh, well, now it's gray. Motherfucker, what? Like, dude.
I love that.
Just fucking hell, bro. Just
They will not be wrong.
They will not be wrong. And then, to make matters worse, Wardlow fucking ends up getting cut off by fucking Dan Lambert. And then Dan Lambert sends out Tyron Woodley, who, by the way, the last time anybody saw Tyron Woodley, he was getting knocked the fuck out by Jake Paul. And poor Matt Hughes.
Yeah.
Matt Hughes is a motherfucking UFC legend and Hall of Famer. But unfortunately, Matt Hughes was also hit by a fucking train while in his truck. The man had suffered a significant brain injury, and he could barely fucking walk. This was sad. This was hard to watch. And I understand it was meant for them just to turn because they're baby faces. But I'm going to ask you in a very nice way, of all the fucking people in the UFC, from the UFC to use in this manner, if you ever fucking use Matt Hughes like this again, I swear to God, that guy has literally done nothing but positive shit for the fucking sport of MMA. And he would literally probably still be one of the best fucking fighters out there if he did not get hit by a fucking train. So, like, I take this in a very negative way for me. Matt Hughes was a very big inspiration to me. It's like, I'm like, dude, seeing that was sad. It just, like, if you wanted him to come out there and, like, give Wardlow a belt, fucking, all right, cool. You know what I mean? But, like, to say go kick his ass, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that one just rubbed me, like, a little too wrong.
It was very, very awkward.
Yeah, it's just a no. However, I will take Will Osprey and Dax Hardwood any fucking day of the week.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's one for the E-Jones too. Like some of them were saying, "No, we don't know who Will Osprey is." Nobody knows who Will Osprey is, but he was getting great reaction last week for his debut, and he got a great pop this week when he walked out.
Facts. People love him. He's fucking over.
Most AEW fans do know who Will Osprey is, just because you're trapped in your little WWE bubble.
And
Well,
you
you're
know
not
what?
trapped, you choose to stay there.
Let's be real here. They know who he is. They refuse to acknowledge it because they decided, well, I need to look up Ricochet. And I bet you money they seen Ricochet and Osprey from the Super Juniors of them doing the flippy flips. And they probably nutted on themselves and took a shower for the first time in a couple of months. And then they were like, oh, no, that Will Osprey is on AEW. I've never heard of this guy. Never once. He's a nerd. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's a skinny Jake Paul.
He's a skit. That one
A Logan
killed
Paul,
me.
whichever one it
Oh,
was.
God, dude. I was literally like crying tears of laughter. I was laughing so hard. Oh, man. The stupidity.
Absolute stupidity. And it's great of Dax to put him over, too.
Dude, Dax is officially our generation's Arn Anderson. He's fucking amazing at everything he does, but he's the guy that's going to put you over.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll take that as a huge compliment being compared to Double A.
Hey, fucking, he fits the role all the way, baby.
Yeah. Then we have Mox and Tanahashi's face-to-face.
Mm-hmm. I love Mox. Thank you for the thing. And this is why, and I love, like, I've said this on many a times. I love the little things. The greatest little thing of this promo was Mox's delivery. Slow and understandable. So fucking Tanahashi can actually understand what he's saying. Tanahashi doesn't speak the greatest of English, but he does understand it. But if you're slow enough, he understands you. And he was very slow and methodical with what he does. That's why if you also hear Jericho, he was a little more slower with his delivery as well, because he understands Tanahashi's, English ain't his first language. We got to be slow and, enunciate so he understands. But it's great. And then we got the fucking, Tanahashi knows a little bit of English. He can cut a promo in English. It's not the greatest thing ever. But, he just tells Jericho to shut up. And, of course, the fucking place went bananas. So, good shit. Even though goddamn Jericho threatened to, he's like, you know what? He's like, maybe I'll jab your eye out or I'll burn your face because I'm a wizard. Fucking wizard thing, it kills me now. It just kills me.
I think Bleacher Report said the wizard thing is not nearly as funny as Jericho thinks it is.
No, I think it's fucking hilarious. But then again, I'm always the guy that's like turning around and yelling that you got to add bitch at the end, because I think that's where the funny would come in. If he just fucking like threw a fireball at you, I'm a wizard, bitch, and then just fucking.
Jericho makes it funny because it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
but he keeps exactly a straight face.
He's so serious about something so stupid. And that was like, what they got the list over. You're like, what the fuck is the list? But he was just so serious about the list and the anticipation and the build and that's what's so good. And
Jericho
then now you
does
use
not
the
break
wizard.
Character.
He's always reinvented himself. He's never been a bad one. I have never seen a bad Chris Jericho. I've hated Chris Jericho at times, but that's because he's such a good fucking heel.
Yeah. And as for Miro, just
thank you, TK, for not squashing Ethan.
He didn't squash him, but he kicked his ass.
That's fine. That's fine. Don't squash him though. That's all I ask. If you're gonna go in there and you're gonna get overpowered, that happens. That's pro wrestling. You're gonna run into dudes that are bigger than you, stronger than you, faster than you, whatever. But it doesn't mean that you can't hang. And it showed that he can at least hang a little bit.
Yeah.
Good on TK.
And also good on Miro being booked monstrously.
He's going to be a heavy favorite in this 4-way.
Yeah, I mean, he always should have been booked like this in AEW. That whole stupid "you broke my Xbox" shit was terrible.
Hot garbage stuff.
So is it Is it Rampage or next week on Dynamite? We've got Penta and Malachi.
I believe that's next week on
Okay, so
Dynamite.
They're keeping this tournament on Dynamite. That's cool. And then, of course, the following week we get the 2 New Japan guys that we still don't know who they are.
The 2 New Japan guys are actually it's four guys. They're having 2 matches. So it's Ishii and Kanemaru. So yeah, Ishii versus Kanemaru, and it's New Japan Strong's Clark Connors against fucking who was it? Damn it, I just had it on the tip of my tongue too. Is he the one that's going against Kanemaru? Did Ishii already win? I know for sure it's probably gonna be Ishii and Clark Connors that are gonna go head to head, and
I'm pretty sure
Ishii has a 1-2 record in AEW, but Clark Connors has a 2-0 record in AEW. So I have a funny feeling we could definitely see a swerve and see Clark Connors. But then again, Ishii is a big Japanese name, regardless of his record. So I could absolutely see it either way. But I know for sure it's not going to be Kanemaru. There's no way. Nobody knows fucking Kanemaru unless you're like deep into New Japan. That's fucking that's El Desperado's tag partner. Yeah. You really got to know some shit.
I think I got him. Wait, no, that's not it. Huh? Oh, they had qualifiers.
Yeah.
They had qualifiers for those 2 matches. So
yeah, Ishii and Kanemaru was the first one, and then where's the other one? I'm already looking at the thing. Oh, that's right. It's
Honma.
Tokiyaki Hanma. That's right, against Clark Connors.
Yeah.
So Honma, the guy that does the whole dive and headbutt shit.
Oh, well, it's got to be him and Ishii.
Yeah, it's got to be Clark Connors, and Ishii's gonna be my guess. And again, you can go either way because you have a American Japanese talent in Clark Connors who's over, especially to those diehard guys and the LA fans for damn sure. And then you have Ishii, who's just fucking, well, he's Ishii. The guy's so known.
They're doing this back to back too. So those 2 matches are on the 20th, and then the winners face each other on the 21st.
Wow. Okay. That's Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. So neither are going to be on Dynamite.
No.
All right then.
Well, actually, you know what? No, it's a possibility. Will Osprey got out there in a day.
Oh, I meant the matches, but yeah, they may show up on Dynamite, and then of course Forbidden Door will be.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna have their matches over there. But you know what? Now that you bring that obvious great point up, we're gonna need clips. Okay, don't just tell us, oh hey, we can go watch them on the New Japan World. Give me some motherfucking clips of how this match went down. Like that's what you need to do there, TK. Hook a brother up, as they say. Let it go. Let it go. So pretty. Hey, don't you have this one? The fucking skull? Oh, you're frozen.
Hello, yo, Skype.
There you go.
Throw me a fucking bone here.
You threw me a freaking
yes, I do have the
bone
smoking skull.
Anyway. You said you do?
I have the smoking skull, yeah.
But yours is gold, huh?
Oh, mine's gold, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is like nickel. I don't care.
So is that one not from WWE Shop?
No, I don't think so. DC gets belts from different places.
Oh yeah, he knows belt makers, yeah.
Yeah, so this one was like I think this is like a custom like nickel plated one.
Nice.
I gotta polish it.
Well, I mean, I guess that's more realistic though, because I don't recall the actual smoking skull being gold.
No, it was like a good mixture of gold and silver.
Like
but more goldish.
All right. So where we got to, done that, but move on.
Tony Storm, Britt Baker.
Tony Storm, yeah. So Tony Storm, Britt Baker. I like the fact that Britt Baker has made a name for herself in AEW. She got over as hell, carried the division, and now she's apart from Ruby, she's the girl who's beginning to put people over, like Tony.
She is that giant name. She's their biggest name besides, like a Jade, or I'm really trying to think of anybody else, but that's really about it right now. Jade is about the other one to the two.
Red Velvet.
But Britt's great. Yeah, no, you're right. She went from being the bottom of the bottom to the tippity of the tops, and yeah, now she's putting people over, and fucking in great fashion, mind you. The running hip attack, dude. The fucking Oscar goes to, I mean, wow, what a fucking sell job. Not only is she like, go away, I think I broke my nose. Go away, I think I broke my nose. She's like, oh, just fucking pin me. I'm fucking dead. Go ahead. Oh, roll up. And I was like, oh, that was awesome. You conniving bitch. It was great, though.
It was a really good match, yeah.
But fucking, you hurt her head with a goddamn hip attack, and then you fucking pile driver on her neck. Just like, goddamn there, Tony.
Yeah.
Take it easy on me, Haas.
Also very interesting to see how Thunder Rosa stopped any interference. Like, she wanted a fair fight to determine her next challenger.
I think we got an obvious new champ, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think we said it last week or the week before. Like, Rosa she kind of like Hangman hasn't really nailed it as a champion. There's not much fizzle and spark there, but
nah.
I don't know what it is with AEW. Like, they're crowning champions that people love and get behind and support, and then once they've got the belt, it's just like,
meh, fuck it. Sucks.
But yeah, I mean, I'd be all for Tony Storm.
Oh yeah,
winning the title. I don't know why they didn't put her not the SmackDown. Was it the NXT main women's title on Tony when they had the chance.
Yeah, she's world champion material, over as hell.
And then of course main event was gonna involve Matt and Jeff. Obvious reasons it did not. Originally, they just stopped advertising it, and then Tony announced it was going to be Jurassic Express versus Young Bucks, which is why I said in the first place, why don't they just do the two teams? But they did, and as predicted by most of us, I guess, Christian did turn heel at the end. Not the way I expected. I thought he was going to cost him the match. But
we all did too.
It came right at the end after the match, and Christian went full heel, like he got in Jungle Boy's family's faces too.
Oh yeah, and when afterwards, was a little bit after the show, went off the air and all that stuff. Yeah, he went up to his mom and sister and says, "You raised a piece of shit. Your son's a piece of shit." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah."
Isn't not bad enough you just gave him a concerto in front of them?
Yeah, he's fucking severely concussed, and then you called him a piece of shit. And then you called them a piece of shit.
And I also don't care how many times you've executed one or how many you've taken. A concerto still makes me sit on my knuckles.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
It's a very risky move to do. Fortunately, Edge and Christian are so good at doing it safely and still making it look absolutely fucking brutal.
Brutal.
But yeah, great heel turn. And the match itself was good too.
I really enjoyed it. However, I mean, I was like in the high fours, and sometimes, I listen to Uncle Dave, and Uncle Dave talks out the side of his neck. And this was one of those instances where he talks out the side of his neck. He was saying that this is probably one of the greatest tag matches of all time. And I'm like, okay, I think that's a bit far-fetched. Was this very enjoyable, like an excellent ladder match? Absolutely. Was this like 4 3/4 stars, maybe 5 stars at the best? I'm going to go 4 3/4. I'm not going to give it all the way to 5. If they would have ended the show on that, it would have dropped the rating for fucking sure. You know what I mean? But they I think what he's going off of is just how the show ended. You know what I mean? Because as much as we wanted him to cost them the belts and give us a story. He's just disappointed in Jungle Boy, so he lays him out.
Yeah.
And it's a year-long build, and that's something TK and AEW does really well, is long-term storytelling. So it has its already bred-in reasons. So it's now we've put it into fruition. My only thing is, you give the man a concerto. It's like Pillmanizing him. We're 11 days from Forbidden Door. I don't think there's any way at all that they're going to be there at Forbidden Door. That Jungi's going to be, they're going to have their match there. I think it's going to end up being, I'm hoping, another pay-per-view down the line. But then again, I'm hoping maybe Jungi stays off TV for at least 2 weeks.
I think All Out's the next one in September.
That's kind of far out.
I don't think we got anything before then.
That's a little too far out. Are you sure we don't have like some like Fight for the Fallen or?
Well, I mean, this is the reason we came up with Fight for the Knowledge, because of Fight for the Fallen, but I don't think they're doing it this year.
Oh, shit.
I haven't seen it advertised anywhere anyway. That's usually in July.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I know that they have some July, but then again, I think maybe they're just doing it for like television purposes now, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
And they didn't really pre-announce Road Rager. It was just, next week's Road Rager. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so they may
like,
do the
right,
same thing with Fight for the Fallen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, they could.
But Tony, if you're listening, you better do Fight for the Fallen. Otherwise, it kind of makes Fight for the Knowledge sound a little bit stupid.
Yeah, come on now.
Well, not really. I mean, we're still making it sound cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, which we will get to in just a sec. Also, I gotta give props to Luchasaurus for taking that Bubba Ray Dudley bump off the ladder through the 4 fucking tables. Love it.
Oh my Lord,
it looked sweet.
That first off, some of those bumps were fucking ridiculous. I swear to God, these tables are super gimmicked. They fucking explode, these goddamn things, dude. I swear to God. And then how bad they're going to be, like in Jungi's instance, when he goes up and the first things you see is this. I'm going to die. So I better protect the back of my head. And he fucking went down, and 2 of those pieces of the table went this way. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Maybe that the exploding barbed wire master should have just surrounded the ring and tables.
And just had all of them fucking blow up.
Yeah. Just audience duck, otherwise you're going to get splinters all over the place.
All over the joint.
So, yeah, great. Fucking light comes on when it wants. Great. Energy saving. It doesn't save energy. It just pops on when it feels like it.
Yeah, it doesn't save nothing.
So, yeah, great ending for Dynamite. Great heel turn from Christian. The thing is, we don't really get to see Christian as a heel very much. He was pretty much always a face.
All the time.
After the whole Osprey gimmick, he was always a face in WWE. And in TNA, he was very much a babyface, but he did have that short heel run.
I was going to say, he had a small heel run.
Yeah. And then he came back to ECW. Won that ugly-ass silver belt.
That thing was nasty.
And he's been a face ever since.
So really quick, though, I do want to touch on Hangman's little quick promo.
Oh, yeah.
So he comes out. He's pretty much, he knows Okada's not going to be there. The idea is Okada's not going to be there. I'm hearing from Uncle Dave. We know his wife was pregnant. I was thinking that his wife wasn't going to have their kid until like August. Looks like she's going to end up having their kid like here very soon. So it's like, okay, there's a big possibility he's not going to be at the show mainly because of his wife being pregnant. But to get back to the segment, he says, his sentiments are the same. He wants to challenge the IWGP champion, who would, be Jay White. Adam Cole's like, you're not going to challenge him. I'm going to challenge him, blah, 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 blah. Jay White comes out, jumps him. Adam Cole gets all excited thinking, hey, now's my opportunity. And he's like, nope, not happening. What? And now we're kind of left out there to see what's going to go down. So we'll see. I'm still thinking it's going to be a triple threat, regardless of how they're going to try to spin it with 11 days out. I think it's going to end up being a triple threat. Or, and this is just rando, I think maybe they might have Jay White Okada rematch at Forbidden Door. Or you can have a fatal 4-way for it. I don't know. It's the amount of possibilities they could have is ridiculous, but we have no definitive answer on that one. I will admit, though, I've never wanted a match so much in my life being Will Osprey and Orange Cassidy. I never knew I needed it so much in my life.
I mean, Osprey is a generational talent. He can do some crazy things in that ring. And people really do sleep on Orange Cassidy because of his, lazy gimmick.
Yes.
They often forget he is a very talented wrestler, so I think they can really pull something special out of the bag. But I agree with what you called last week, that it should be a triple threat, and it probably looked like it's going to be a triple threat between Adam, and Jay. And I love the whole dynamic of Adam Cole being like, Jay White's my best friend, and Jay's just like, yeah, sure.
He's the cool guy that he's like,
he's too
why
cool
are you telling people
Cole?
I'm your best friend? But I thought we were best friends. Don't say that in public.
Yeah, it's like big brother, little brother.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell them we're related.
I would also definitely be up for a fatal 4-way. I just want to see Okada in AEW.
Please.
It would just.
I'm begging.
Boost rate. It should boost ratings anyway.
I'm begging. I'm like, if you really want to make more buy rates, you put Okada on the show. Okada is money. He's the rainmaker.
E. Jones, don't you dare say nobody knows who Okada is.
Yeah, if you don't, first off, you know that's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. So let's not fucking fuck around and act stupid, please. Okay?
Yeah.
You know goddamn well who the fuck Okada is.
Stop pretending you don't watch AEW just out of stupid loyalty.
Oh, no. I if not, they do what we do with the E and they follow it on social media.
Yeah. But like when cool stuff like this happens, so like Punk and MJF, or if Okada shows up, they're gonna watch it. Yeah.
I watched it on my phone. It doesn't count. Yes, it does.
I mean, it doesn't really count when I watch it on streams.
That's true.
All right, then. Like I said, Fight for the Knowledge coming up. It's on July 14th as we fight for the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It is the first new Max Wrestling event since 2018. It is all about trivia, just like Trivia Takeover, except we're bringing back old school full trivia mayhem for the Knowledge Championship, where Travis Walker Anderson will defend against several opponents in an elimination format before we get to the head-to-head final. Travis is also defending the television championship against the winner of the Ring of Games Cup, which begins this week. It will be 4 consecutive weeks of mini Ring of Games, and the winner, of course, goes to Fight for the Knowledge. Plus, Travis is busy this month and next month. Right. As he prepares to challenge me for the World Championship, we are going to hear from the Jester at Fight for the Knowledge, who has a little something to say about it. And whatever else may occur, who knows? For more information, go to maxwrestling.net/fights. There goes the light. Fight for the knowledge.
Cause I'm sick of getting up the day, going south. I'm sick of never being able to cross the line. I'm sick of pretending everything is fine. You got it, you're just a freak like me.
We are the jury, and we are bringing law and order back to Max Wrestling. Starting with you, Travis. We, the jury, find you guilty.
Or are you going to stand with us and join House of Ashes?
You see, this show is all about allegiances, alliances, groups. I don't need anyone. All I need is me, myself, and I. I am my own man. I am independent. I am not a follower. I am a leader. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why am I even here? You'll soon find out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to the Gap and Mo Show. If we've made you laugh, cry, pissed you off, if you want to sue us, please hit the sub or follow button first.
Yeah, I mean, come on, at least help us out a little bit.
Right. So let's get to one of our brand new segments that we debuted last week. It is Guess the Wrestler.
Yes,
I wonder who this could possibly be.
Guess the wrestler.
He's the wrestler, better than all the wrestlers.
So, as we established last week, if I find out it's a champion, you can't tell me which champion, and any other question is legal. So let's kick it off. Is it an easy or a hard one this week?
I'll give you a relatively easy one. The thing, it's not so much like the guy I give you or the person I give you, I should say. It's a matter of asking the right questions.
Yeah. We had a little gimmick on Max where the answer to every question was always D'Lo Brown. So I'm gonna go D'Lo Brown.
Beautiful stuff.
No, it's not D'Lo Brown. Okay.
Not D'Lo Brown.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, you're ready. Hold on, let me get your 60 going. And all right. So go for it.
Let's get this question out of the way. Is it a current champion?
No.
Is it male or female?
Male.
Is it a Raw male?
No.
New Japan?
Former.
Ooh. Okay, that narrows it down. Shit, is it WWE?
Former.
AEW?
Yeah, but not active.
Oh, okay. So, wrestling Japan, former WWE.
This guy works in the back, and you got 15 seconds.
Oh, shit. Who the fuck works in the back? Jerry Lynn?
No.
Damn. Mark Henry?
No. Mark Henry never did Japan.
Did he not? Oh. Did Double A do Japan?
Yeah, but no. I'll give you one last guess.
I'm all out of producers.
Okay, I'll give you one final hint then. He's very good friends with a wizard.
Oh, shit. No, not Joey Mercury.
Dean Malenko.
Oh, fucking Dean. Damn it.
Yeah, he's good friends with Chris Jericho, the wizard.
Yeah, of course he is.
I was like, that one's gotta be it. That's gotta be
You
the
say
clue.
Dean Malenko and every clue makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Baby.
You know what I should have asked? Was he in a faction?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I also need to bring WCW and ECW into this because if he wrestled in both of those.
Well, here, what I've learned from watching the other dudes do this is the first 4 questions you should ask is male or female, active or non-active, where were they active, and then you could probably fucking garner some more after that. But those are the big 3, that'll kick you off.
Where was Dean Malenko active? Everywhere.
Everywhere.
All right, now for another new segment that we debuted last week, it's time to switch to your telecommunication machine as we ask TikTok to latest talk down.
You told the AEW guys to stay away.
Another one.
I don't play that game. So let's get into why you
I'm coming!
This week, TikTokers, our free burning wrestling questions are these. Should Jeff Hardy continue wrestling after rehab? As we mentioned on the show, it's his 3rd DUI in 10 years. He's obviously got a lot of struggles, but even before he got arrested, there was a lot of comments about him slowing down and being a little bit sloppy and, kind of losing it a little bit. So, is it near the end for Jeff? Or does he still have some left in the tank? Let us know what you think. Question 2. Is this the end of Vince McMahon? Or will he survive yet another court case? I mean, there's no escaping this one. It's all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it today. Vince, you dirty rat.
You dirty rat.
And finally, how do you people feel about Roman Reigns not working pay-per-views? Obviously, he's been busy for the last year or so, carrying the entire WWE on his shoulders. And now he's pretty much just he's pretty much got Brock Lesnar's schedule. Are you
He
happy
does
with
have
that?
Brock Lesnar's schedule.
I mean, are you okay with it, people? Do you think he should be working more? Do you think it's okay for him to just be working a few times a month for just working pay-per-view matches? Well, title defenses apart from this week against Riddle, but he didn't work out on the cell. He's probably not working. What's the next pay-per-view?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, even though it's in a stadium, big money.
Mhm.
But
Not anymore. It's not.
yeah, it was going to be in the stadium. Maybe that's why he's not working it anymore.
But that's the idea. It's you have your giant champion, your double champ, not showing up to shows. He's not house showing it. He's not on Raw. He's not on SmackDown. He's not on your pay-per-views. What's the deal?
Let us know what you think. Do the whole stitching,
Stitch, comment, duet. You guys know the gimmick. Make sure you tag Max Wrestling. Comment your questions below. They will be answered in a following video. Hit that follow button and peace out.
And of course, maxwrestling.net. All right. There's no history again this week. I started writing it and I just ran out of time. So the only piece of history I've got this week, I'm not even going to play the music because it's not worth it. At the beginning of this Friday to Friday week, so on June 10th, 2002, Stone Cold famously walked out on Raw after disagreeing with the way he was going to be booked with Brock Lesnar.
Free money, you're giving it away.
Yeah, I don't think there's very many people that can argue with it or complain. Like, he had a good point. He had a good reason. It sucked that he walked out and couldn't work out a deal, but at the same time, they were going to throw the whole, Brock Lesnar match away for nothing.
Exactly, for nothing.
He always said he had no problem putting Brock over. He just didn't see the point in doing it with no build, no story, just in a throwaway King of the Ring qualifier on Monday Night Raw.
He says in his exact words, if I remember them correctly, was, I don't mind losing to the man, but can we make some money?
Right. And in turn, make you some money, Vince.
That was the thing. You have your up-and-coming giant star with the guy that has literally carried your company from late 96 to now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
And you're going to job him, which is fine, but for
Again,
nothing.
For nothing. But if you just put it on a fucking pay-per-view, you got it, bud.
I remember back in the day, they used to do the whole King of the Ring tournament sometimes at the entire pay-per-view.
Steve won King of the Ring that way.
Yeah.
Where he got kicked in the mouth by Mark Merrow, went to the hospital, got stitches, came back, beat fucking Jake the Snake, and cut the promo that started it all.
Yeah,
so
usually...
Again, like, why not do it that way?
Usually they did the semifinals and the final on the pay-per-view. I think it was 99.
Mm-hmm.
They literally did the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the final all on the pay-per-view.
The entire pay-per-view of King of the Ring was basically the King of the Ring tournament.
Yeah, I think it was just that and Rock and
then
Taker
like a world title match, I think.
Yeah, Rock and Taker.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
so, like
99. Oh yeah, we also had the ladder match with Stone Cold and the McMahons. But I think everything else was the entire tournament. Nuts.
Mr. McMahon.
Okay, before we finish with our other segments, we do have to predict a pay-per-view. We don't normally do Impact ones because a lot of the time they're pre-taped Impact specials, but this is actually a live pay-per-view, so titles on the line.
Go, Jack.
And we need it on the line because there's currently 6 fucking predictions co-champions.
Is it really? Is there really that many? Well, you know what? I shouldn't say it like that. Is there really that many? Because the reality is, I know how many people we get involved in the whole idea of the predictions. So fuck to hear that there's like 6 of us. It should shock me, but it doesn't. And I'm already in love with it all. What the fuck? Oh, let it go. Let it go. Turn this goddamn thing on, brother. Good job. Hey, all right.
Yeah, it shouldn't shock us because the last pay-per-view was Hell in a Cell, and it was very predictable.
That's right. Heck in the box.
Yeah, we do have 6 current champions, predictions champions. They are AJ Sparks, Chris Durham, Chad Malcolm,
Nice.
Cookie, Michael Cook, The Phoenix, and Tony Kirkendall.
Goddamn TC.
Also, forgot to mention, at Double or Nothing, Chris Durham became the 100th predictions champion.
Oh, word?
I intended on making a bigger deal out of that, but yeah. We're currently on 104 predictions champions.
That's awesome.
And out of those 104, there have been 24 different people.
You hear that? 24 different fucking champs. So you know what that means? It means it's fucking easy as balls to get into this thing, and all you got to do is follow Max Wrestling on Facebook.
Yeah. 19 of those 104 were clean sweeps.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Once in a blue moon skis.
Yeah. All right. So Slammiversary.
Excuse me.
There's 9 matches, but we're not going to predict the reverse battle royal, mainly because we don't know who the fuck's in it.
A reverse battle.
Yeah, this was just announced last night, I believe, by Scott D'Amore. They're trying to bring back a bunch of the old TNA gimmick matches. So the reverse battle royal is literally how it sounds. They begin outside the ring. They have to fight to get in the ring. The half of them that do make it into the ring then compete in a battle royal, but the last 2 go one-on-one in a straight match. TNA back in the day loved to complicate things.
My fucking head hurts.
We also have a Queen of the Mountain match. I believe it's the first ever Queen of the Mountain match. Monsters Ball match. We got an Ultimate X match. So it is, if you've ever been a fan of TNA or Impact, then there's going to be something for you on this pay-per-view. They do tend to pull out the stops every year for Slammiversary. So we're skipping the Battle Royal, but we do also on the pre-show have Rich Swann defending the Digital Media Championship against Brian Myers. When the fuck did Rich Swann win that title? I knew Matt Cardona lost it.
What fuck? No, Matt Cardona had to relinquish. No, did he have to relinquish it or he lost it?
He relinquished it, yeah, because he got injured.
Okay, he relinquished it, and then Swann won it on literally that following. I think it was on an Impact showing, like an untaping. In all reality,
I
don't remember it being on any kind of like pay-per-view because I'm really trying to think. We run most of the Impact pay-per-views.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm reading this. So
unless there was another one that I'm not thinking of.
Rich Swann did defeat him for the title.
Oh,
but
okay.
Cardona refused to give it up.
That's hilarious.
And then he got injured, so he had to relinquish it anyway. But I'm going to go Rich Swann to retain.
Well, it's Swann and who again? Perfect timing. As I ask a question. Excuse me. Let's pull this fucking card up then, huh? Slammiversary? Sure is. Let it go. Let it go. Come on now, back and bro. No, there it goes.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Hello.
Literally, that's fucking hilarious thing. That's what's working.
Thank you, Elsa.
We appreciate it.
It's against Brian Myers, yeah.
All right. You know what? Give me Brian Myers.
All right. The only reason I'm sticking with Swann is because he legit won it. He just didn't get the title.
No, I hear you, and I can see that. But my whole gimmick is Brian Myers is his homeboy's buddy, so you never know. Could be that whole thing, and then you have their rivalry. Because I swear at one point they were supposed to go, or they did go against each other. So
yeah, they did. They had that little rivalry of Brian Myers is like, I don't want you in my company. because I'm making a name for myself.
Yep. There you go.
All right, let's go to shit. Are these guys still feuding? 10-man tag match: Impact Originals versus Honor No More.
The way you said it was the best. Shit, are these guys still feuding? Yeah, unfortunately.
Honor No More is of course Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, PCO, and Vincent. Of course, Eddie Edwards turned on the Impact Originals last time. And on the Originals, we have Motor City Machine Guns, Kazarian, and TBA and TBA.
Kazarian?
So I'm guessing they're bringing back an old school tag team for the TBAs.
Let's go, baby. I like it. It's an interesting one. Like, it's not something I expected to be, truth be told, but hey, I'm not gonna say no. But then again, fucking every fucking time I turn around, this fucking tag team is just I don't know, more kills me though. But I like them. Give me Honor No More. They've been on a fucking tear. I mean, Impact Originals, if they fucking lose, they fucking lose. But I mean, you got goddamn PCO going out there. And anytime PCO's out there, like, he's a goddamn madman. But then again, I'm looking at the Impact Originals, and there's 2 guys to be announced. So that fucking brings up the questions of what fucking Impact legends, quote unquote, could you bring in, or Impact big time players could you bring in to fill that gap?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not familiar with it. Honor No More has been on a tear, and they have been winning a lot lately. Give me Impact Originals, but I swear to God, if those 2 TBA guys turn out to be fucking nerds, then I'll be mad at myself.
I mean, I was going to go Originals too. I just don't know who the TBAs could possibly be.
Right, yeah. You and me, we're in the same boat.
I don't know what James Storm's doing right now. He could be one. He's obviously not going to come back with Bobby Roode.
No, not Bobby Roode.
I don't know what shape Chris Harris is in. It could be AMW.
Oh, didn't think of that.
That would be very cool if Chris Harris can go, because I think he actually wrestled not long ago in Impact as a one-off.
There you go. I'm trying to think. Who else? I'm blanking.
Shark Boy and Curry
Shark
Man.
Boy. Shark Boy. Ooh ha ha.
I think he was on the show last week, actually. I don't know what he was doing, but I just saw a thumbnail of him.
He was fucking hanging out in the back.
All right, that's 2 for the Originals then. Moving on to Impact Knockouts Tag Team titles. We got the Influence, Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. I love how they're just back together after her incarceration, aka NXT run.
I fucking love it. But yeah, no, absolutely incarceration. I don't want to be the guy to be like, well, Taya's here and she's hot, so give it her the belt. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really see any reason for Madison Rayne and Tennille Dashwood to lose them either. I mean, this is one of those ones where they can go either way. But I'm going to stick with the hot hand, and we'll go with the title change and give it to Rosemary and Taya.
Yeah, I'd go with title change too. Like, Taya went to NXT, did absolutely nothing.
Fuck all.
Got released because she was too old.
Mm-hmm.
So pardon the pun, but I think it would make sense for her to make an impact.
There you go.
Oh, that's 2 for Rosemary and Taya. Now, let's go to this Monsters Ball, because holy shit, this is gonna rip it up.
Fun.
It's Sammy Gallahan versus Moose.
Yeah.
In Monsters Ball, which is basically a hardcore match, but I love the original concept of Monsters Ball, where they used to say it was always a 4-way, and the 4 participants were always locked in a separate room for 24 hours with basic food and water before the match.
Wonder if that's the same thing. That'd be badass.
And you could actually believe it the first time too, because it was like Sabu, Abyss. I think Jeff Hardy was in it.
That's not surprising. Not one bit.
So for this one, I don't know what the story is because I am very behind on Impact, but I am inclined to go with Moose just because he's really been on a tear in recent months.
Now, you see, I love that, but Sammy Gallahan just showed up, and he's a fucking crazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel I'm inclined to lean on his side because you can't go into a Monsters Ball match and be a sane motherfucker. It doesn't.
No.
That's not how it works. So I give the edge to Sammy as much as I could absolutely see Moose winning and just continue a build. And, you know, he is one of their bigger stars. They also rode the fuck out of Sammy's coattails for a while. So I'm leaning that way.
Yeah. So reading quickly through the story, it seems very much like it's a revenge story from Moose. Even though it started off as Sammy Gallahan getting revenge for Moose breaking his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy has just been playing mind games and attacking Moose with the lights off in the boiler room backstage. So yeah, I'm sticking with Moose.
Like it.
Who'd you say you picked?
Sammy.
Okay.
Give me the crazy bastard in a Monster Ball match any day.
Okay. Let's go for another TNA original match, the Ultimate X match. Love Ultimate X matches. Obviously for the X Division title. I remember when it was just a triple threat or a 4-way, but this is a fucking 6-way Ultimate X match. Ace Austin is defending against Kenny King. Holy shit, he's back.
Kenny King's back.
Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, Jack Evans, and Alex Zane.
Speedball Mike Bailey. Fuck yes.
This whole match sounds fucking speedball. There's some crazy names in there.
First off, if you've never seen Speedball Mike Bailey, he is the greatest Jewish wrestler I've ever fucking seen in my life. And I'm not saying it like that to say it like, oh, well, it's because he's Jewish. I'm only doing that just to distinctively make him the best I could possibly make him because he's fucking awesome. He's fucking awesome. Like, he was a dude I've seen on the indies, and I used to just think, oh, it's just some fucking nerd with a dad bod. No, this motherfucker can go. And I used to think then for a while, too, he's a martial arts-based guy. No, he can go. He's reconvinced me on multiple occasions. Speedball Mike Bailey is fucking legit. So I'm already well in his favor. I love Kenny King. I do, but I fucking can't not make fun of him on a dating show. I can't do it. I have to do it every fucking time. That's what you fucking get, you nerd.
He was also a stripper.
Yes. Yes, he was. It's glorious stuff. Glad to see Jack Evans doing anything that's not in Mexico, so good for him. Alex Zane, good shit as well. Alex Zane is awesome as well. So is Trey Miguel. So yeah, this is gonna be a fucking banger.
I think this is great about Mike Bailey that his real name is very French Canadian, and then his ring name is just Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey, it's great. But give me Mike Bailey. I have a bad feeling I'm going to be super wrong, and it might end up being like a Trey Miguel. But give me Mike Bailey.
All right. The other thing to take into consideration, Ace Austin is now a member of the Bullet Club.
BC, baby.
So, even without that connection, actually, I was going to pick Ace Austin to retain. Yeah. But I definitely see him retaining just because he's a member of the Bullet Club now.
Yes, that's for damn sure. I could definitely see that, but I'm when it comes to Impact, you know me, I want something to surprise me.
Oh, they definitely do. Impact is notoriously difficult to predict on this show. Mm-hmm. Even though I think I did get a clean sweep once.
I was going to say, and that was even when you guys were watching it on a regular.
Yeah. If anything, it's harder to predict when you actually watch it.
Yeah, because the stories lean multiple ways. And I mean, it's not like we're not saying it's a bad thing. We're not saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying it's like, thank God, finally a promotion gives you some shit that's not extremely predictable.
Like how on the show.
Back in the box.
Okay, next one. The Briscoes, Jay and Mark Briscoe, versus the Good Brothers for the Impact World Tag Team titles.
That's right. Carl Anderson walking around with that new, never open weight championship around his belt. Good for him. I'm with the Briscoes on this one. I love the Good Brothers. I do. Don't get me wrong. No hate with the Good Brothers. But we're talking the Briscoes, baby. The Briscoes are as legit as they motherfucking come. And the sooner somebody in fucking Warner Brothers can get over some bullshit, the sooner we can get them with some true tag team greatness.
Yeah, people have been waiting for the Briscoes to cross over somewhere for a long time, so I don't see them giving up those titles anytime soon, especially since Ring of Honor hasn't exactly got back up again yet. We know it's owned by TK, we've seen a horrible logo, and that's about it.
If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to have a pay-per-view soon. I want to say it's before September.
Oh, nice. Well, so hopefully, because otherwise we got to wait till All Out.
Yeah. No, I know that he's talking about planning a pay-per-view.
Nice. Well, obviously that would be the relaunch pay-per-view.
That's fine.
So yeah, that's 2 for the Briscoes. Now for the other women's match of the night, Queen of the Mountain. I've always loved King of the Mountain matches. I'm sure the women are going to do it justice too. We have Mickie James as a special guest enforcer.
Oh, nice.
Which I don't know if that's going to play into the decision or not, but either way, we have Tasha Steelz defending the Knockouts title against Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, Jordynne Grace, and Mia Yim. Great to see Mia Yim back too.
After her 4th, 15th retirement, something like that.
Yeah. For some reason, I want to say they're just going to give it back to Deonna.
You know what? Again, from the outside looking in, I want to say that exact thing. However, I know they really like Jordynne Grace.
Yeah.
And so that one's on my mind as well. But then again, you throw in the fucking wild card that is Mia Yim, and every time she shows up, she wins a fucking belt. And I don't want that to be the case. And I want to say Chelsea Green's a total underdog. Either way, regardless of what goes down, I say Tasha loses it today or during the pay-per-view, which it's unfortunate. She's been a nice champion, but
surprising too.
Surprising for damn sure. God, I am definitely stuck between Deonna and Jordynne, but I mean Jordynne was used rather prominently for the whole digital media shit with Matt Cardona. And Deonna's just, I think they're waiting for her contract to end for her to go so she can fucking, go to AEW. Give me Jordynne Grace. Call it my biasness for her, but give me Jordynne Grace.
All right. Yeah, I just kind of feel like Deonna hasn't really done much since losing the title. And
she's still much of a name. She's obviously a name.
Yeah, exactly. Despite that, she still has a lot of value, but I think Impact needs to realize that and either cut her loose so she can go make an impact, pardon the pun again, somewhere else, or give her the title back, because she was carrying that division just like Britt Baker was carrying the AEW women's division.
Show her prominently or let her blossom elsewhere.
And I think finally that brings us to the world title, Josh Alexander versus Eric Young.
Josh Alexander's not losing shit no time soon. I don't care against who. That guy is literally their current version of Kurt Angle. Like he's but without being the heel, without being the cool heel, mind you. Let me say that properly, because he was a cool heel. But yeah, no, he's their end all be all right now. And taking it off him, even for Eric Young, who again is another giant name for Impact, I think would be a waste. So I really think you have to keep it on Josh. Not to mention, you got to think of all the fucking bangers he can have with anybody in any other promotion, and you want that to be the Impact champ when he shows up in that other promotion.
True, yeah.
I've said Josh Alexander against anybody in AEW would kill. He is an excellent talent. He's a guy that I had No idea who he was. His look made me pay attention because of, amateur wrestler shit. But then it was hearing you guys talk about him. It was hearing you talk about him. It's hearing Trav talk about him. It's hearing Mike talk about him. And I was like, okay, I got to give this guy his due. And when I did, he was like, "You're welcome." Well, fucking thank you, sir. No, thank you. Okay? Because goddamn, he is great. He's really fucking good.
Yeah. And I think I've said before, no surprise to me that he's the one that has shined the most after leaving the North.
Poor Ethan. Love you to death, brother. But I mean, when I thought the fucking rocket was going to you, they gave you a bottle rocket. They gave him the real rocket.
And yeah, he's only just got the title back. He had a stupid short reign the first time because I think Moose instantly.
Yeah, there was some stuff with Moose. But I don't remember too much more. Oh, let it go. Frozen stuff. That's all I know. Let it go. What the fuck is going on, bro? Oh, there you go.
Hey.
And then the light says, okay, me too.
All right. 3, 2, 1. So, yeah, I do not see Alexander dropping it after such a short run again. I think he's going to have a good lengthy run now, at least until Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
Eric Young is a veteran. He can put him over really good. Plus, Eric Young's kind of had his Slammiversary moment a couple of years ago when he first came back and won the world title from Rich. Was it Rich Swann? No, Rich Swann won it from him. I don't know. No, he attacked Rich Swann. I don't remember properly. And then they had the match at Bound for Glory.
Yeah, it sounds right.
That's it, yeah. So, those are Slammiversary predictions. I'm assuming there's people out there that know it better than we do. Again, we're predicting it blindly.
Go and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook and jump in the predictions bin.
Yeah, get on it. We could end up with fucking 12 predictions champions.
Let's go. Be one of them.
I doubt it, though, because Impact is very difficult to predict.
Facts.
So, it is time to begin the Ring of Games Cup. We start this week. We conclude the week before Fight for the Knowledge. So let's find out who is getting top of the leaderboard on week 1. Yo, welcome to Ring of Games week 1 of 4. Over the next few weeks, these 3 will fight it out in weekly Ring of Games to win the first ever Ring of Games Cup and go on to challenge Travis the Walker Anderson for the television championship at Promo Slam. They are former TV champion and jury member, the lawyer, Jad Malcolm.
How are we?
Former world and knowledge champion, the Phoenix.
I want my title back.
I thought he was going to do the whole Triple H charge into the ring then because I said the word former.
What do you mean? Get all mad at Lillian.
If you sat next to me, I'll be chasing you around my flat right now.
I'm a Lillian Garcia, your ass.
There you go.
And, of course, he was the winner of the first ever Ring of Games and thereby first ever TV champion, Moses Marquez, El Jefe.
Top of the morning.
All right, so it's going to be mini Ring of Games over 4 weeks. We have 5 rounds each week. Let's kick it straight off with a new round for round 1, Correction Center. Correction, not the other word that sounded like. So, in this round, each player is shown a statement, but one word is wrong in the statement. You have to determine which word is wrong and what it needs to be changed to for the point. As usual, we go alphabetically, so as usual, Chad is up first. Because we don't know anybody. We don't know anybody whose name begins with A or B.
I'm changing my name.
Okay.
Started with B.
Yeah, we did know someone who started with B, but he gone.
I'm gone.
Such a subject.
Yeah, 3 guesses which B. So, Chad, your statement with one wrong word is, and it's also quite funny when you read it like this, prior to becoming a pro wrestler, Randy Orton played minor league baseball between 1971 and 1974.
Right. Well, it's baseball that's wrong.
And what would you want to change it to?
Football.
Okay. So you think the wrong word is baseball and you want to change it to football.
Uh-huh.
All right. That ain't the right answer.
Nope.
Hold on a minute.
I know that Moses knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Randy wasn't even born in the 70s. He was
No.
born in 1980.
Wait, what?
Exactly. So you change out Randy, since this is obviously I'm getting a point of this, and you sub in this Randy Savage.
Yeah,
who
change
was actually
Orton to
Papa.
Savage. It's Randy
the years
Savage.
that I was too busy focusing on the sport. I didn't listen to the full thing.
Okay, no point there. Next one for Moses. One wrong word in this statement. The Hardy Boys won their first WWE Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 7, defeating the Hart Foundation.
Replace the WrestleMania 7.
Defeating the Hart Foundation.
I'm probably really wrong, but we'll go with it anyway. Replace the Hardys with the Rockers.
That would be the Rockers Boys.
The
You need to replace one word. Is that what you're going with?
Oh God. Okay, so we would replace one word. Okay, so that actually makes this whole thing harder. The Rocker. First off, the Rocker Boys sounds hilarious.
That's a great name. The Rocker Boys.
It's a great name.
If Sean and Jannetty were in the 2000s, they would have been the Rocker Boys because everybody was just boys.
That would have been hilarious. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but sure, why not?
All right, we're going with change Hardy to Rockers. Is not the right answer.
No.
Anybody want to take a stab? I don't think Chad even knows this tag team. We're changing. Hardy is the wrong word, and it needs changing to the Nasty Boys.
Fucking Nasty Boys.
Okay, final one in this round for Phoenix. One wrong word in this statement. At the first No Mercy in 2005, Raven defeated Abyss in a dog collar match. You know, Abyss.
I know that guy. Right? What talk about brain scramblers?
No, change it
to
Parks. I don't know. It's probably wrong, but
So you're changing Abyss to Parks.
yeah, I know it's
also
wrong.
the wrong answer. The actual word we need to replace is mercy. Because it's not a WWE pay-per-view, it's No Surrender. At the first No Surrender in 2005, Raven defeated Abyss in a dog collar match. What's 2 words?
No Surrender.
Yeah, I'm changing No Mercy to No Surrender. So I'm only changing Mercy.
I'll let you off.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Sustained. Wrestling answers. I thought, why not? You know.
Well, okay. The good news for everybody is nobody's in the lead, so there's no points all around.
Hooray!
The bad news is the next one is a 2-player game, and usually the person in last place gets to choose their partner, but you're all equal. So, as Chad is the previous TV champion, we'll let you choose a partner.
Who I want to be my partner?
Yes.
Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you too.
So, before the show, Moses filled in the blanks for this next question. Next question is all in the details. I believe this is also a new round. Each player filled in specific details before the show, which will give their partner, Phoenix, Travis did yours, clues to an answer. The clues may not be accurate, though, because it's just off the top of your head without any help. So, for Chad, Moses filled in clues which will lead you to, hopefully, a title. So your 3 clues are blank won it 4 times. Moses put D'Lo Brown. Next clue, it was first introduced in blank. Moses says 1997. And the final champion was blank. Moses says Rob Van Dam. Again, they may not be right, but those are the clues that Moses has given you.
Can I have Craig as my partner instead?
I think I know it.
Let's go with ECW Championship.
ECW Championship.
Sure.
Well, I can tell you, all 3 clues are correct, but the answer is not. It's the WWE European Championship.
Hey, I got it right.
You also said William Regal, 4-time champion. That was also correct.
Oh, so there was a tie.
It was a tie between Regal or D'Lo.
Yeah. I did not remember who had it more. I just remember that I was like, dude, I swear to God, D'Lo had it at least 4 times. So I'm going with D'Lo.
Right. So for this next one, obviously Travis filled in the clues for Phoenix, which will hopefully lead you to a wrestler. Let me just pull up Travis's answers. Again, they may not be correct, but these are the ones he's given me. So the clues are: in 2018, he joined, Travis says, WWE. He is a former blank champion, Travis says, WCW. And final clue, his finisher is, Travis says, Jackhammer.
Goldberg.
It is Goldberg.
He didn't debut in 2018. Fucking
no, 2 of the clues were right. He went into the Hall of Fame in 2018. He obviously was a WCW champion. He was also a WWE or Universal champion, and his finisher could have been a spear or a jackhammer. Usually both, and they're the only 2 moves he does.
And for a while, it was the only 2 moves he did properly.
Right. Not anymore.
No.
So first point on the board goes to Phoenix. Now, Moses, I'm not going to give you the one Travis filled in because obviously that would mean Phoenix answers his own questions. So I'm going to give you the one Phoenix filled in.
Cool.
Brace yourself.
All right. It will hopefully lead you to a tournament.
Okay.
The clues are: it's been won by blank people. Phoenix says 5 people. Second clue: it takes place every blank. Phoenix says September. And final clue: winner main events blank. Phoenix says Wrestle Kingdom.
Only 5 guys have won it.
Again, they may not be accurate.
That is
Phoenix's
not
clues.
accurate. It's in September. The only tournament that I know of that is normally in September that leads to this is the G1.
You going with G1 Climax?
Yes.
It is the right answer.
It is.
Nice clue.
To fucking 5, Feeney? 5?
1.5 clues are right. It does obviously give the winner a main event at Wrestle Kingdom. It doesn't take place every September, but sometimes it's in September. It takes place every year.
Yeah, every year. Normally like end of
August-ish.
August-ish.
It's been won by 22 different people.
You were close, Phoenix.
Including Hulk Hogan.
Yes, Hulk Hogan's won it once.
Well, isn't he?
He was the inaugural winner.
All right, so point for Moses 2. Next one for Chad. Obviously, this one was filled in by... Wait a minute. Which one am I on?
Hold on. Hold the phone.
Sorry. This one's for Moses. This was filled in by Chad.
Oh, Moses, I'm sorry.
Again, it will hopefully lead you to a wrestler.
I'm sorry.
Here we go again.
I didn't understand the rules of the game.
I mean...
Nobody does.
I think one of the clues would give it away, but we'll see how it goes.
Hoping.
First clue. In college football, he played for blank. Chad says his college team.
I mean, he's right.
Second clue. He made his WWE debut in blank. Chad says an arena.
Son of a bitch.
Final clue. His first movie was blank. Chad says The Tooth Fairy.
Okay, well, if that's correct, then there's only one guy. And he went to the fucking University of Miami, by the way, which isn't that goddamn hard. I don't want to know if I fucking believe him though, because I mean, like, goddamn, he played college football. He showed up in an arena. He just so happened to be the Tooth Fairy. Are you sure he's not some like rando hockey player? Are you sure it's not the Goon? I'm just kidding. It's got to be Dewey. It's got to be The Rock.
Dewey. It
Dewey
is The
Johnson.
Rock, yes. So amazingly, all three clues are wrong, but it is The Rock. He played college football for the Miami Hurricanes, made his WWE debut in '96, and his first movie was The Mummy Returns. So 2 points to Moses.
Bad.
All right, next round is another new round. It is
I
called.
thought Moses got to have 2.
I was gonna ask the same thing. Why did I get 2?
Wait a minute.
I mean, I'm all for answering the questions and gaining points for no damn reason, but
I think he
fair
answered
is
one of your
fair,
questions. Okay, I'll give you the point. So you've got a point each.
Yeah, right. Because I'm so smart, you all get a point.
I think Chad was supposed to answer the G1 Climax question.
Oh yeah,
But I gave it to you instead. So, Chad, you get your point.
Don't mind the glare. When you get a fancy new monitor, your fucking eyes hurt after a while.
Round 3 is size matters. So they say.
Yeah, it does.
You're going to be asked an ambiguous question, and this is a righty-downy. You have to write down the longest answer you can think of. You get a bonus point if it's the longest possible answer.
Where am I meant to find a pen?
I gotta fucking hold on.
Oh, hang on. I'm going to find a colouring book. Daz, will you accept it written in crayon?
Yes.
Crayon.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Everybody licks the crayons.
I assume we have to spell it correctly as well.
Ah, fucking hell. Look, if I knew I was coming in for like some goddamn school exams, I'd fucking, I'd sleep in like
you
I
write
used
it
to.
down and
preferably spell it
just
correctly.
if you think it's enough letters to give you the point. So, all right. Yeah. All right. We're looking for wrestlers that have won both the WWE Intercontinental and US Championships.
Damn, it's a lot.
Okay. Okay.
So did he didn't mention if we have like multiple answers to this, or
You've got to write down you've got to write down an answer with the longest possible answer.
Christopher Jericho. That is probably not the longest name I could make up, but
I've written three names, but I'm going for the bottom one. I just wrote them so I could like count the letters. I'm going for Dolph Ziggler.
See, I should did that. That's my move.
I've gotten a couple written down. I'm going with a boxed one. I don't know if you can see it. It's Eddie Guerrero.
Ooh, another one didn't think of long last names.
I
had to make up a fucking first name.
Does
we figured it out?
I got the answer
after we figured it.
Okay, well, point goes to Phoenix for the longest answer out of the three by one letter.
Is the longest answer in general Shinsuke Nakamura?
No.
Is it not?
No.
Who?
The longest possible answer was 20 letters long.
Who?
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, that butt fucker. The only guy with 3 fucking names.
Yep.
Oh, what if I just would have fucking spelled MVT Montavious Vontaze Porter?
Actually, there was 2 possible answers for the longest possible with 20. The other one was Stone Cold Steve Austin, also 20 letters long.
Jesus.
So, point to Phoenix there. Next one, we're looking for wrestlers that have main evented WrestleMania.
Oh, God. Okay. Think of all the dudes that have... There's a lot of motherfuckers. I got it. What the? Oh, I was like, what in the hell? That is not how you spell that.
Any wrestler who's main evented WrestleMania, the person with the longest name gets you the points.
Okay, well, it looks like shit, and I spelled it like crap. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He was Triple H when he main evented WrestleMania, so that's 7. Chad, who you got?
Semantics.
I have Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm sure you can see it.
Okay. You got Stone Cold too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 for Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is 20, as you know from the previous question, and is also the longest possible answer.
You kind of give that away by saying that in the last thing.
Not true. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, you all could have gone for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I mean, yeah, we should have, to be fair.
But I wanted to be an answer.
As it's the longest possible answer, that's 2 points each to Chad and Phoenix. So that puts Chad on the end of that round on 3, Moses on 1, Phoenix on 4. Next one is Ring des Spiel. If you've seen us do Ring of Games before, this is the round where I ask questions in a completely different language which I do not speak.
One of these days, you better be Spanish, I swear to God.
Okay, as Moses is in third place, you get first pick. Your options are Mr. Skip, Tournier, and Trucos. Those are the topics. Easiest. You want to go for Mr. Skip. That is Norwegian for champions, which means your question is in Norwegian. And I will send you the question too, because hopefully that helps.
Yeah. Everything helps. Anything helps.
All right. Question is: Hvem den neverande Intercontinentale mesteren? I apologize if that was very bad Norwegian. You can say it out loud. You don't need to write it down.
My guess is who is the current Intercontinental Champion? And my guess is Gunther.
That's the correct question and the correct answer. Points to you.
Right. Fucking right over my head, bud.
Okay, next up, Chad in second place. You get next pick. So the other 2 options again were Tunyeji and Trucos.
The second one.
Trucos. That is Spanish for gimmicks.
I knew that word sounded familiar.
Okay, let me send you the question. Yes, your question is in Spanish. And it's about gimmicks. Question is, ¿Qué relación se anunciaba entre Kane y Undertaker? That was kind of French.
I was going to say, that was the most French Spanish I've ever heard.
¿Qué relación se anuncia entre Kane y Undertaker?
Fuck yeah, French as a son of a bitch.
The only word I said there that actually sounded Spanish was que.
I'm about to say, send it to me. I want to see if I can.
What was the gimmick for Kane versus Undertaker? Or Kane and Undertaker? What relation? Oh, what relation? Brothers.
Okay, you're saying what relation is Kane and the Undertaker, and you're saying brothers.
Yeah.
Correct question and correct answer. They were billed as brothers.
So send that to me. I want to see if I can't fucking say it correctly. Even though I'm not gonna lie, that's the coolest thing ever. You fucking talk in Spanish and it would sound French.
Which leaves Tunyeji for Phoenix, which is Polish for tournaments. So your question is in Polish and it's about tournaments.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
I did some of you as well.
Oh God, this isn't gonna go very well. There's just one word that I don't want to try and pronounce, but I got to. Okay. Question is, in my very worst Polish. Kto wlugal króla pierścienia w W2002 roku?
Good luck.
Fucking A, right. Good luck.
Polish question about a tournament.
Said it was a 2002 tournament, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess who won the King of the Ring in 2002, and I'm going to say Brock Lesnar.
Again, correct question, correct answer. 3 out of 3 for all three of you.
Might as well be translators. Fuck it. I love how Chad is still like legit in bed, and it's like, isn't it like 1 or 2 over there?
Yeah.
He's taking a shot. Attaboy.
Okay. Scores at the end
when
of
I was
round
in the hotel,
4.
at least I wasn't in bed.
Shut up.
Moses on 2, Chad on 4, Phoenix on 6. Final round on the first week. There's no I in Dazzy.
Bullshit.
Each player is going to take turns to choose an answer to a certain category. No, you don't get a choice. I give you the category. Each round has a particular letter that you cannot use in your answer. Play continues until all but one have been eliminated.
Oh, hell.
Something fell. I don't know what it was. Okay.
I love this round.
We're going to kick it off with Moses. The answers cannot contain the letter A.
Mm-hmm.
And we are looking for any WWE, WCW, or ECW pay-per-view.
Sin.
Sin. Yes. Chad. Actually, Phoenix is next.
Can you repeat the
Phoenix,
question?
I was about to say,
So
you
it's
look frozen too.
WWE, WCW, ECW pay-per-views that don't have the letter A.
Yes.
Damn
So
it,
we got
okay.
Sin. Phoenix is up next.
Survivor Series?
Yes. Chad.
See, I don't know if you're going to accept it. I want to say TLC.
I'll accept it. That's the name of the pay-per-view.
King of the Ring.
Yes. Phoenix.
Royal Rumble. Oh,
It's
shit.
an A. It's an A.
Nice.
Between Moses and Chad, then.
Should have gone with my first instinct.
Chad next. Sorry.
Extreme Rules.
Yes. Moses.
I had to spell that out. I was like, oh, I can't tell if there's an A in this or not.
In your house.
Yes, I mean that was just a takeover in your house. Okay. Chad.
Wait, are we doing NXT?
It's technically WWE, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, good luck finding one that doesn't have an A in it when all of them were takeover.
Yeah, all the others are takeover.
Oh. Okay. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm racking my brain over here too.
I've got 2.
I've got 1, which I was going to use instead of Royal Rumble.
Any ideas?
And let's say he's scoping the he's going down the list. He is.
Oh.
Oh, I got
Nope.
3. Nothing?
Nope. Nope. Got nothing.
Oh yeah, point goes to Moses. I had Unforgiven, No Mercy, Sold Out.
I had No Mercy. What about was Cyber Sunday one?
Yeah, that's got an A though.
Cyber Sunday.
Cyber Sunday has an A in it.
Oh yeah, it does. It has an A
in Sunday.
In the word day. In the word day. Fucking right over my head, bud.
Phoenix, did you have a different one?
No Surrender.
That's TNA.
That's TNA. That's TNA.
That was one of the things we could
Impact.
list.
Now WWE, WCW, ECW.
WWE.
So things under the
Okay.
E banner.
Is there any WCW ones that didn't have an A? Well, you were Sin and Sold Out.
Yeah, that's it.
Final topic. I mean, Phoenix is already 2 points ahead, but we'll do the last one for fun. Submission moves without the letter C.
Submission moves without the letter C.
Why is it the only things I can think of now have a C in it?
Are they all lock?
Sharpshooter.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Wait, who's
Okay,
starting?
we'll kick it off. We'll kick it off with Moses again.
Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, yes. Phoenix.
STF.
Very good.
Bear hug.
Yes. Moses.
Gosh, son of a bitch. Holy shit. Nope, that has a C in it. That has a C in it. God damn it, now I got the fucking chat thing where literally they're all like either start or have one, like right in the middle of the motherfucker. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Hell's Gates.
Damn it!
Yes.
That was
Phoenix.
mine. Hate you. Oh.
Dragon Sleeper.
Yes.
Ooh, another good one.
Chad.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't want to say more the one I have in my head because I have a bad feeling on the spelling.
Figure 4.
It's figure 4 like lock.
I'll have to
There's
figure
a
8
C
then.
in lock.
Oh, yeah,
Figure
there
8,
you go.
I'll accept figure 8 because they don't
you
call it the
son of
like
a
lock,
bitch.
so yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Gotta think. Oh,
That was a nice save.
I had figure 8 in my head. I thought if I say that, someone's just going to say figure 4. Whereas if I say figure 4, they might not say figure 8. But
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's that. No. Give me something. It's got a C in it. Fuck.
Ooh.
Come on. Just
Ooh.
sleeper. Just a regular sleeper.
Yep, well, or sleeper hold, either one, yep.
Yeah, everything.
Phoenix.
Right, here we go. Brain rack.
Only one I can think of really is there was something Tajiri used to do, like he'd hold them upside down over the ropes. It's like the spider. He called it.
A specific spider.
I don't know the name of it.
Starts with a T.
Tarantula.
Yes. Back to Chad.
Doesn't tarantula have a C in it?
No.
It's just T's, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure there's a C
Spell
in
check. No. Tarantula.
Oh, wow.
What did you say, Chad?
Bank statement.
Yes.
Oh, asshole. Fucking bona fide asshole. Shit. Oh my God. Really? You fucking mark like you are an amateur. A full Nelson.
Full Nelson.
Disarm her.
Disarm her, yes.
Oh my God. Great.
Oh, I got 2 more now. Hell yeah.
I've never seen someone work so hard even though we already know the winner.
This is true. Feeney
Got the
has
points
got this
carry
thing
over
in
to
the
next
bag.
week.
No, it's a leaderboard.
Oh. No.
No,
Pass.
okay. Moses.
Omoplata.
Oh, good one.
Daniel Bryan's old move.
Phoenix.
PTO, page tap out.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what hers was called.
What was the other one that I had? Shit. I had two. And no, fuck, that one has a C. That would have been a good one though. Oh yeah, that's right, the Fujiwara armbar.
Yes. Also, I was going to say Chris Jericho gave us the top answer years ago. Armbar.
Armbar.
But you take it an extra mile with Fujiwara. Yes, Phoenix.
Ooh.
Right? I'm telling you, this was not an easy one.
It's basically a race for second place if Moses wins this now between him and Jad, but Phoenix already gets first.
God, this is tough.
I've also never seen somebody work so hard when they've already won.
That too.
Any ideas? Or should we let them have joint second place?
Vice grip.
Oh, the vice grip is good.
But heaven forbid that we can get away with this. I got one that'll beat him and he can't think of another one. Lion Tamer.
It is with an S. Good save. But yeah, Lion Tamer, so back to Phoenix.
Batista bite.
The what bite?
Yeah, towards the end of his run in 2010, he started adding a submission match.
Ooh.
A submission to his repertoire.
Who?
He only debuted it a week or two before Over the Limit, but
who?
It was actually called Batista bite.
Motherfucker, who?
Batista.
Oh, well, that's all we were fucking saying.
The Batista bite.
7 minutes.
Okay. Yes.
One of
very
us
good.
an owl.
Fuck, right? Jesus.
I said it like
I literally Googled it, and the top result was 7 submission holds you don't remember.
Perfect.
All right, Moses, down to you.
Taz Mission.
Yes.
I had to do it. Oh, man. That one.
Guillotine.
Now, that may be the guillotine choke.
Not only that, I believe guillotine has a C in it.
Guillotine's
Silent C's. Weird English language.
Guillotine doesn't have a C, but it is guillotine choke.
Oh.
So, point to Moses.
I'll take it.
So, final scores on week 1. Chad and Moses are tied on 4, puts them both in second place, and Phoenix has 6.
Yeah, buddy.
I know. Winning.
I know. We don't like ties either.
All right, so join us next week for week 2 of Ringer Games. Congratulations to the Phoenix winning that first show. We will see if he continues his success next week as we continue the Ring of Games catch. Now, let's steer towards the end of the show. First up, A to B of Retro Rewind.
SMR Podcast Network. You should be listening.
All right, so yeah, really quickly, we're going to give you guys a little bit of the previews. That's how we do over here of Retro Rewind. 1996, November the 4th for both shows. Not a big dealio. Actually, that's not true. I really enjoyed WCW, but then again, you know me, I'm a fucking biased motherfucker for anything WCW these days. It's just good stuff. Let's see, Dean Malenko against Scotty Riggs for only being 3 minutes was very nice, very fun. Jericho versus VK Wall Street, goddamn Mike Rotunda's daddy, or Wyndham Rotunda's daddy. That's my man. And then there's a fucking WCW Women's Championship tournament. Medusa shows up against I've said her name before, Rania something or another. So, I mean, it was a fun show. Luger and Booker T ended it. Not too much NWO, which, trust me, I'll take that all day long. We did get the Sultan. The Sultan, for those who remember that, is fucking just Rikishi before he was Rikishi. It was terrible. And then even more terrible was Fake Razor and Fake Diesel main eventing fucking goddamn fucking Raw, and it was just bad. I don't have a full-blown Geek of the Week yet, literally because I stopped 14 minutes into fucking Raw, and my head hurt. And shockingly, it's not Nick Patrick this week. I mean, he didn't kill me, but he wasn't the worst, but he didn't kill me. You gotta listen in on Monday to get the people I'm talking about, the wrestlers of the week, the retro geek of the week. It's just some shit is going down, and you gotta listen on Monday.
As for today, though, I'm assuming we have a modern day geek of the week.
Oh yeah, hit the music.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek.
Pencil neck geek. E-Drones. Hey, guess what? Your daddy is Geek of the Week.
I knew it.
Vince motherfucking McMahon. Vincent Kennedy McMarino's. I mean, brother, you cut talent to pay for your toy. Like, what, dude? I understand the cutting the talent to make your profit look big. I don't understand that. That's a lie. I'm lying. I don't understand that. But on top of that, we really know what you were cutting money for. So now when I see no pyro from Corey, we know why. When I find out that, fucking catering got cut in the back, it's because you're fucking somebody else. So it's like, you've officially painted yourself a fucking broad color, bud, and it does not look good on you.
No.
So, I mean, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, by honor of Max Wrestling, you are the Geek of the Week. And until I see somebody different, you're Geek of the Week next week already, bud.
Now, whenever Cody comes out and his pyro just goes poof.
Yep.
We know what the poof is.
That was the poof. That was the same poof that cost fucking Vince McMahon $100,000.
Right, exactly. Okay, now for the best of the week, hit the music. It's very, very easy for me on all three topics this week. Wrestler of the week undoubtedly goes to Will Osprey. His debut match in AEW was great. He got a great reaction. People know who he is.
Facts.
And, if this relationship with New Japan goes further, then he's going to do some good stuff in AEW.
Fuck yeah, you will.
Moment of the week goes to Christian's heel turn. Yes.
Year-long build.
Yes, we saw it coming, but it was still done very well, and he looked like a son of a bitch.
Like a son of a... You son of a bitch!
We just need JR calling him, you bastard. Tell me why.
Tell me why. Why? I have to fucking... You know what? I need to figure out how to clip that.
I do have the son of a bitch. Jim Ross, help me out.
I say TikTok, if I drop something later on fucking today that's fucking that shit, you are welcome.
Jim Ross, Christian turned heel.
Exactly. You son of a bitch.
And again, very easy for the third part. Dumbest moment of the week, without question, the pose down to end Monday Night Raw.
Because we're back in the 80s.
I hate this shit. We had... Why do you keep punishing Lashley? He did an arm wrestling contest a few weeks back. Now he's doing a stupid fucking pose down with Austin Theory, who, yeah, he's ripped, but he's not exactly a bodybuilder.
No.
Why is he in a pose down?
Because, hey, go out there and look hot, kid. No, you fucking nerd. That's not how... No. All bad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Vince booked that, and Vince likes Austin Theory.
A lot.
I want to see a pose. But why? I just want to see a pose.
I just want to see the pose. You know, I used to run a bodybuilding federation, right?
But shouldn't we like wrestle? Nah, here's $1 million.
Nah, fuck that shit. We're here for the sculpted abs and the man titties.
What's your name? Stan. Stan, you're fired. Here's $1 million. Go pose.
Go pose, goddammit.
And with that said, your week is complete. Thank you, everybody, for spending your Thursday with us, despite the constant interruptions from Skype. Go fuck yourself. Well, I don't think it was Skype. I think it's BT. My internet just sucks.
BT.
You know where to find us. It's at Max Wrestling UK on Twitter and at the Captain 512 and SMRPodNet. Once again, the website is maxwrestling.net. And now listen up, you pencil neck geese, because this is what Moses has for you this week.
That's right. Retro's coming in hot Monday. Y'all already know how it goes. Some other things are in the works. We're going to figure out how they go. Might be a new little review thing happening with some very cool people, but we don't know for sure what's going on. We got to make sure all the details are in order. But just know that more news will drop as it comes. I already said Retro. Bolt Rant's on hold, as we know. And lastly, because I did it last week, I'll do it every fucking week if I have to. Today would have been the day that 19 students from Sandy Hook Elementary School would have graduated high school. When are we going to make the change?
And you know what? That silence says it all.
As it should. As it should.
So also this past week, the 4th episode of Open Road Season 2 finally dropped with the first leg of the journey Chad and I took to the Basics Wrestling show a couple weeks ago.
I was fucking in tears of laughter. In fucking tears.
Episode 5, the return part of the journey, will hopefully air this weekend. And then we do have a couple more episodes of a different journey that we have. So there will be an episode 6 and 7 coming soon too.
Hell yeah.
And join us next week for, I guess, reactions to Slammiversary. We get a little bit closer to Money in the Bank. And of course, it is week 2 of the mini Ring of Games tournament for the Ring of Games Cup. So join us next week for all of that.
Go home show for fucking Forbidden Door.
Right. Go home for Forbidden Door 2. It's a shame that they didn't announce it well in advance so that we could maybe do a special event around the time, but we'll obviously be predicting Forbidden Door when that time comes too. And with that said, you've been watching the Cap and Mo. Goodbye. And good night. Bang.
Hope for the change and make it happen.
Make that change.